are holiday traditions, a wonderful collection of timeless memories that have helped to shape the way in which each of us celebrates the season. One such memory is the 1999 film, The Christmas Angel. More than just a glimpse into childhood past, the film has become a yearly event filled with important morals that can be applied to our own lives in terms of our relationships with family and friends. Join me now in exploring the magic of the making of a holiday classic. It was a tightly bonded group of 5 friends that combined their talents to produce the film. Production began in December of 1999. The project started out as a school assignment and grew into something so much more. Although the requirement was only a short skit, the team's fascination with the entertainment industry prompted them to film the project. We had to create an 8th grade skit for the holiday season. Well, like everything else that we did, we always had to do it over the top.
Over the top and very overdramatic.
You know how that is, though.
Yeah.
It was always fun, though, you know, because everyone else would just do a little skit that involved, you know, little props, and we had to go and make a whole musical production. It
should have been a musical.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been better.
The Christmas Angel, oh, it is! Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas,
the joy that it brings.
Right, just listen to that a couple of thousand times. And just in case you didn't know, this is a holiday movie, in case it didn't get pounded into your head. The first step was to create a working script for the production. Loosely basing his idea on The Christmas Carol, Justin Colucci drafted the story on which the film would be based. The genuine notion of Lorelai's search for identity in the cruel world that has left her orphaned allows the audience to sympathize with the character. The timeless tale concludes with a prophetic and positive outcome. She finds her divine connection. So during the writing process, we created a couple of characters that were brand new to an original story. The characters included
Ty, Lorelai, Crystal, Julia, Jason.
Right.
I think that was it.
And the waitress.
She's not named.
Well,
she's just
the
a waitress.
And the narrator.
And narrator.
Yeah, they still had small parts.
They still played the same person.
Right.
As Julia.
Oh, you remember your name now?
I do.
Oh, good.
10 years later.
We're good. She still remembers her name.
I know.
We're really good.
I haven't doped out on coffee yet.
Right? You don't have a coffee addiction.
Not at all.
Okay, so for the characters, Ty and Lorelai, they're very anime-esque.
Anime, yeah.
So I think that definitely those were inspired by anime characters. Jason and Crystal and Julia.
Basically, I think one of Justin's favorite actresses is Julia Roberts, and maybe that's where he came up with my character's name.
For Julia?
Yeah.
Jason and Crystal, I'm
not certain their origin, but
they fit the characters at least. Yeah, I could be a Jason.
You could, actually.
Thanks.
It could be your middle name.
Oh.
John Jason.
John Jason.
We'll call you JJ.
John Paul, Michael Adler, Partridge, Donovan.
Exactly, that is... No.
Three days before the scheduled production due date, our group of 5 friends met at Justin's house after school. The production schedule was limited by time constraint, and filming began at 12 noon.
We're trying to avoid filming in the dark, so...
Right. So that was definitely a rushed schedule. You needed to create a 10-minute feature.
But it's been done many times by Hollywood.
Right. But the only thing is that they do have the professional
and budget
experience that we were lacking in such infant stages.
Yes, this beginning of our acting career.
Just as important as the script, the music also helps to tell the story by conveying a sense of emotional direction for each scene. Peter Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker was used as the underscoring for the production. You know, the music choice, it was a very good selection. Of course, The Nutcracker. It's a very traditional Christmas holiday feel. So I think it gave that ambiance to the movie, in case you already didn't know that it was supposed to be Christmas
themed,
that there's Christmas music there.
And it's hard to film in an area where we don't have snow, yet we were playing kind of on that concept too.
Right.
We were in a place where there was snow for some reason. Not sure why.
But you know what also didn't help with the atmosphere was the fact that we had the blinds open in every single scene, and so
they needed to be closed. A lot of backlight behind us.
There was a lot of backlight, just the sun seeping in through the windows. It really drowned out the characters. It really whitewashed the video. During the filming process, there was a couple of bloopers that we had to cut out. For instance, in the beginning, when you first have Lorelai and Crystal meeting in the Starbucks cafe, Lorelai couldn't contain her laughter. So what you basically see is you see her laugh across the scene, and then she plops down, and then she throws her hand into her head because she's
hiding her laughter
hysterically.
That was good times.
Although the original working script called for on-location shots, due to limited mobility and time, shooting on location was out of the question. The entire feature was filmed at a single location. With a little ingenuity, Justin's house lent itself to be transformed into 2 different homes and a cafe. The setting of the sun, as visible in these shots, signaled the end of the production workday. With Friday ended and Sabbath begun, the time it took to capture 8 minutes of footage took approximately 7 hours. On the following Monday, it was time to premiere the finished production to our small class. Although the audience was mildly amused, our creative team could not contain their excitement. We thrilled at every scene.
We had all the memories from filming it, and we had our own inside jokes.
Right.
So of course it's not going to be that much funny to them, but it was funny to us. It was hilarious. I think we were laughing more out of embarrassment than anything, but...
Definitely.
It was still something that was humorous.
It was a lot of fun though. The legacy would be continued each time the film was shared with family and friends. Within the following week, an edited version of the film was created. It utilized preview trailers and audio-only narration.
Coming to theaters from Walt Disney Pictures.
When shall my dreams come true? Hello? Oh, let go of me. Take her away. Now evil has triumphed over true love. Rose and the Frog Prince, coming soon to classic theaters in 2000.
Always seeking perfection, Justin and myself planned to remake The Christmas Angel in widescreen and digitally edit the film with a separate music track. The story was reworked to develop the Lorelai character and gave the angel a larger role. The character was renamed Ephraim and became Lorelai's secret lover. The actor was also changed. I picked up the part, and the Jason character was cut. In preparation for the remake, the kissing scene, as the working title of it was named, was scripted and shot at Beth's house.
Lorelai?
Yes, that's what I said.
How you looked up?
Oh,
That's
God.
Lorelai?
Yes, that's what I said.
Too much.
After several story treatments, script outlines, and character development meetings, Project X, as the film had become known, was abandoned. In 2009, John Donovan Productions sponsored a digital restoration of the surviving video sources. First, the footage is transferred to a digital file. The film elements are then imported into a video editing software where the files are isolated and edited for noise and distortion inherent in the original recordings. Some film footage survives only in the poorest of condition. Thus, the remastered files are spliced together with such damaged footage to create a seamless viewing experience. Another type of restoration that was completed on the film was correction of perspective. During the Christmas party scene, the original footage is at a slight variance of approximately 7 degrees. Here's an example of the original clip's progression to digital correction. In anticipation of the 10th anniversary of The Christmas Angel, digital effects have been composited into the original 1999 video source. Meant to embellish the world that already exists, the effects do not stray from the filmmaker's original vision for the feature. For example, this is how the finale appeared for the 1999 theatrical release. The camera shifts, and the illusion of a disappearing angel is lost. To correct this, the two original shots were aligned together so Lorelai's placement stays constant. As a result, there is negative space where the background has been cut out of the camera's vision. A snapshot of one of the frames from this scene is taken and digitally painted to be used as a production background. A stream of heavenly light is also created to be composited over the angel character to give him an ethereal appearance. The effect is placed over the remastered footage. Falling snow is added to the scene. Shimmering lights are placed over the character to help with the transition to the next frame. The painted background art is placed behind the film clip to fill the negative space. At last, the finalized video elements are placed in sequential order in a timeline where they will be combined with music and effects tracks. The film's original mono audio track has been restored and digitally combined with selected ambiance audio effects. One such example is that of the cafe scene. The sounds of utensils and crowd chatter can be heard in the foreground. Another addition was that of the Christmas Canon by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. This was utilized as an opening and end theme for the feature. For the 10th anniversary edition release, digital credits have been created, replacing the original actor interview clips. The original footage is still, however, incorporated into the new credits. The completed work would become available on YouTube.com, and following in line with other successful John Donovan production anniversary edition releases, The Christmas Angel would debut on DVD for the very first time during the 2010 holiday season. The filming, chaotic, true, but a lot of fun. It's definitely something to remember, to cherish.
Yeah, good experience.
Right, something that we can look back on now 10 years later and say, you know what, that was a lot of fun, a lot of different memories, a lot of
Personalities
coming out, definitely. I think that was a film that started to shape our teenage years.
I think so, because
Right.
that was that break between middle school and high school, so it kind of brought us to our high school years where we had other projects that were similar,
Right,
and we did film.
yeah, we were growing up.
So this kind of led way into that.
The film was captured more than a decade ago, but the characters have never aged. They are locked in time. Always fresh, evergreen, the story will continue to fill our hearts with joy. And yes, bring us home for the holidays. We hope you've enjoyed learning the behind-the-scenes story of the making of a Christmas classic.
And we hope that you make the Christmas Angel part of your Christmas traditions.
And from our house to yours,
Merry Christmas!